you're my G. Yeah, you're my G. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. So it's your girl again. I've come with another amazing topic. So in today's video, it's actually a very interesting topic that we experience at one step of our life or at one stage of our life. But the most important thing is not what we experience, it's how we handle what we experience. So that is what I will be talking about today. And that topic I tag how to handle a rejection. Yes, how to handle no. The answer that we hate to get most. If you go for any interview, you hate that word, that answer, no. Or you are expecting a yes from something or from someone, and you just got the shock of your life, and the answer was no. How do we handle it? As much as we want to say, oh, it is negative, oh, God forbid, got this one, got that one, but we cannot shy away from it that we've not experienced that part. And that has actually led some people to depression. It has led some people to, like, frustration are setting for some people. And that's why I'll be talking about how to handle it in a more mature and positive way. How a no can turn around and be positive and be a blessing. That is what I will be talking about in this video. So, you know what? Get a drink, relax, and enjoy this video. My number one point I'll be talking about is manage your expectation. Yes, you need to learn how to manage your expectations. You need to know that life is not all about pleasant surprises. You need to know that life has its own ups and it has its own downs. Life is mountain and life is valley. There is a positive to life and there is negative to life. You need to understand that it's not everything that you set for yourself in life that you come to achieve. I'm not trying to paint negativity here, but I'm trying to bring us into the reality of what is happening in life. And this is not to say that God cannot do miracle or God cannot make your life positive. No, that's not my point. My point is, as much as God can, at the same time, He will choose not to. Not because He cannot, but because He chose. He is God. He decides on the prayer that He wants to answer and the prayer that he doesn't want to answer. Now I'm saying that manage your expectations, either over things, over people, over whatever the case might be. Manage your expectations, control your expectations. Don't let your expectations to be too high to the extent that you cannot control whatsoever result you are getting from it. If it's not positive, many people have lost their life because the result was not their expected aim. It was not their expected desire. You cannot all be sure of what will happen in the next 1 hour. So you need to learn to manage your expectations. And one thing that expectations does, like overrated expectations, one thing that it does is that it kills your desire to move on. It kills your desire to move on because you will see yourself as a failure. You will see yourself as someone that cannot make it in life. You see yourself as if there's nothing you can do that will be meaningful because of one-time failure. A lot of people have reduced themselves to nothing because of one-time failure. Every journey that leads to success, there is a template of failure around it. It's because they did not give up. And the reason why they did not give up is not because they did not, their expectation was, they could able to control their expectation. So when they got a no as an answer, when they got rejected in the first place, it did not weigh them down. They were hopeful that this thing they will get it. It's good to be hopeful. I'm not talking about not being positive. No, it's good to be positive. It's good to be hopeful, but control it so that when whatever result you are getting out of it, you will be able to live through or to pass through the stage without not breaking down, without not losing yourself. That's my point. Before I go into the second point, let me give you a life scenario that happens to me. After school, there was this desire that I want to work, I want to earn some money because the school that I attended, if you know my school, you know that my school second name is money. I'm telling you, my school second name is money. See, let me just give you this scenario. Our clearance that in some schools it is completely free. Once you have all your documents from your first year to your final year, you are good to go. But in my school, if you like, have all the documents. It's what, let the document be extra. you're gonna pay. You will still pay. And the payment, I'm not talking of 50,000. I'm not talking of 10,000. I'm talking of 100,000 plus. Yes, that's the amount that we use for clearance in my school. As at the time that I finished, I don't even know of now if they've increased it or not, because now you cannot predict my school. So, and I was in that stage of, how will I get this money? How? A lot is going on in my family financially that I don't want to disturb anybody. I just trust God for it, that God will just find a way around it. So I try to, like, okay, since I'm not a lazy person, let me get a job. So after some search about job and all that, I got one, and I was given the appointment letter. God did not see anything. No. Till interview stage one, interview stage two, interview stage three, till I got my appointment letter, I was not hearing anything from God. The only thing that I thought I was hearing was, go ahead, because I was scaling through the interviews. So I was like, oh, God is here. But after I got the appointment letter to resume the following week, I can't got the shock of my life. I lost my peace. And one thing that I know, that God is not part of what I am about to do, is that I will lose my peace. I lost my peace completely. Like, completely. I was restless about that job. Anytime the thought of that job come to my mind like this, hey, like, I will lose my peace. So I knew that if I love myself, then this is a no-go area. I trusted God for another job or another thing that He wants me to do. Then there is this offer for a training. I was like, okay, God, I need 100,000. And it's training that you want me to go and do. Well, as Peter, I respect your decision. So I went for the training. As per say, now God say make I go for the training, I don't raise my hope very high. Say, this one, it is, I was very sure that it was God that was leading me. So my expectation was very, very high that I will get it. But another shock, it was a no. We will get back to you later. Immediately I like, God, I am done here. Like, right now, I am done. But I know that I cannot be done. I cannot be here. There is a lot that will be affected. So I just like, God, please. I will not lie. I will not come for me at girl here. I was down. In short, now only depression no enter. I was down. I was devastated. I looked down on myself. I was like, why this one rejection? That one no take. That. But 2 months after, another offer, a training offer, still a training offer, came in. It was 10 times better than the former one that was rejected. But do you know the reason why I was rejected first? That was not the destination. It was through that first training that I got to know about this second one. Did you see what God tried to do? He made me to pass through that first training as a passage to my destination. Boom. And you know what? From the training, I did not pay for the tuition. It was them that was paying me. Like, imagine, now training I go and I mean they receive money. Like, the training center was very conducive. The facilitators were extremely amazing. It's the one that I got from that training that I used to sponsor my clearance. Sometimes when we get to know, it's not to mean that you are not fit for that position, but maybe God is telling you that this is not the destination. This is just a passage to the destination. So don't stop here. That might just be the reason for your no. It may not be because you are not the best. It may not have nothing to do with your value. It may just be God telling you that no, this is not the final place for you. I have a better place for you. So sometimes no are not always negative. They are not always negative. Sometimes when we look into it well, especially if it's a person that God is controlling your life, God is controlling your move, you will know that that no is for the best. It's for you to get a better option, a more better option than that one that you were rejected. So please handle your expectations well. Don't let your expectations to kill that desire, to kill that dream. Be hopeful. You will get it one day. That you don't get it now, that you get it today, does not mean that you can never get it. There are people that have failed more than 7 times and yet they make it. So your own will not be different. If you keep trying, you will definitely get it. The second thing that I'll be talking about is prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Yes, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. See, life is dynamic. Life changes. What I'm saying is that, see, sometimes when we are saying that hope for the best, prepare for the worst, it doesn't mean that everything will be negative. But in that, you'll be able to permit God's work, God's will to happen. It's not going to be your will under most. In that, your will will be flexible. It will be flexible for you to change. It will be flexible for you to find another solution if one is not working. Always prepare your mind for the best. Yes, but at the same time, always remember that life is not all roses. Life is not all pleasant. So I'm challenging you now. Retrace your step back to God. Retrace your step back to God. Yes, you prepared for that and it's not coming. Fine and good. Seek the face of the Lord for this present state and move on. Move on. That's not the end of the world. Third point that I'm talking about is that getting a no does not reduce your value. That you are being rejected does not reduce who you are, does not reduce your value, does not reduce your knowledge. It does not reduce what again? Reduce everything that makes you you. It does not reduce anything. That does not mean that you're not knowledgeable. That does not mean that you're not smart. That you are rejected in a place, or that you are rejected by a person, or that you are rejected in one way or the other. Where, however, the rejection or the no come around does not matter. What matters is that you are still you. You still have your value intact. You still have your knowledge intact. Your intellectual is still working well. So it does not in any way reduce you. It does not in any way limit you. It does not in any way make you a fool. It does not in any way make you unwise. That it does not happen the way you want. Does not mean that you are not knowledgeable. Does not mean that you are not wise. That people are not seeing the value in you at that time does not mean that you did not carry anything, not carry any value. Does not mean that you are not valuable. It's just that it's just unfortunate that they are the one that is not seeing the treasure that is being embedded in you. The fault is not you, it's them. Although, let me balance it. If there are things that you need to work on, like character and the likes, please do work on it. But if it's just that, it is just a no, then the fault is not from you, it's from them. And guess what? That does not make you less valuable to your world. That does not mean that your world did not need you. You are so much needed in this world. In fact, you are the answer to our prayer. That knowledge that you carry, that wisdom that you carry, we need it now. So please don't stop now. Don't stop now. Don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself to the place of no, I cannot do it because of one or two rejection that you've experienced. No, don't allow that mindset to set in. Don't allow that mindset to set in. It is a wrong mindset and it's from the pit of hell. You carry so much. God did not create anybody with empty brain. God did not create anybody. See, there is never a mistake in God's creature. He was intentional when he was creating you. And he created you with a lot of values. He created you with a lot of treasure. So if the people around you are not seeing it, they are the ones that have the issue, not you. It does not limit you, it does not reduce your value. The last point that I'll be talking about in this video is that your rejection is not the end of life. Or rejection is not the end of life. That is never the end of life. Please, Bikono, Ejo, which other language again? Please, it is not the end of life. It is not the end of living. See, there are still many milestones that you will achieve. A lot that you will achieve. That you are being rejected now does not mean that you will not make it in life. It does not determine your success at all. It is just a phase. It is just a phase. It's going to be part of your success story. It is going to be part of your success story. It is just a phase. I heard of a testimony of a young man that he was rejected in a bank. Like bank. They rejected him. He went for an interview and he was not part of the shortlisted. And guess what? Hey, when I heard that story, I said, God, you are still at work. Guess what? Presently, this man is working at Chevron. Yes, you heard me right. Chevron. That's where he's working at. He's like currently. Imagine bank, Chevron. Like where the where the salary, where the opportunity, where the everything. It didn't on the same scale. They are never on the same scale. You see, but he had looked down on himself that what value did I carry? If bank will reject me, that means I don't have anything to give to my world. That means that's the end of life. That means I cannot make it. What's not the use the value of education? What that is why some people think that education is scam. Because of one, two, three interviews that they attended and they were being rejected. They said education has scam. Education has never and will never be scam. That's another topic for another day. But we are talking on how to handle rejection. So I don't want to digress. My point is whatsoever that happens, eh, positive or negative, do not give up on life. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on God. If there is anything you're not taking away from this video, please note these three words. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on God. Don't give up because that is just a phase. And a phase has not come to stay. It will definitely go. I said in the beginning of this video that it is not about what happens, it is about how we handle what happens. You will determine if that will be the end of your life or if that will be the journey of your success. It's your determination. It's you that will make that determination. So, I hope this video has encouraged you in one way or the other. I hope this video has encouraged you in one way or the other. I hope you found value in this video. I hope you have been blessed by it. I hope you find one or two value from this video. If it has, please don't forget to subscribe, to share, to like, and to comment. Yes, please comment. Let me hear what you have to say about this topic. The life challenges that you've experienced also, please put them in the comment section. And forget to turn on your notification button. Please turn it on so that anytime I post any edifying videos, you will be the first person to get notified. So, till I come your way again, I still remain Obanilewo Abigail. God bless you. Bye.